Welcome, welcome, welcome to the JO
Welcome
show.
to the J.O.
Welcome to
Show.
the JO show. Welcome, welcome,
Welcome to the J.O.
welcome to the JO
Welcome
show.
to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO show.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, handle yours. Cause the topics I discuss opens doors, like open pores. My mission have you wanting more, and this is for people all across the board. So if you're sick of the same old statistics, from talking heads with their old style of logistics, I suggest that you just let go and give a listen to the J.O. Show.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO show.
Welcome to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO show.
Welcome to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO show.
Welcome to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO show.
What's going on, world? What up, everybody? This is the JO Show Unedited. I'm your boy JO. That's your boy EP. We talk music, we talk movies, we talk sports, we talk entertainment, and we damn sure talk all things Cleveland. EP, what up, big dog?
Nothing, man. Y'all know my motto. I'm just happy to be here on the JO show. Another Monday, baby.
Yes, sir. Look, that shoulder, right? Hey, look, your shoulders don't roll when you see this. If your shoulders don't roll when you hear this, damn it, you are a hater. You are a hater, man. EP, man, happy to have you back. Missed you last week on Friday here, but
I
we
miss you
back
too,
in the day.
brother.
You know what I mean? And, we gonna get into some, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy. It's your boy JO. Yes, this is the JO Show Unedited. That's your boy EP. Listen, if you clicked on this, first of all, as always, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. If you are subscribed, thank you. Share it, leaving your comments. I appreciate everybody, man. We are streaming on multiple platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, and we're on Instagram. At Instagram, you gotta hit that link that's in the bio. At the JO Show, one word, unedited. On Facebook and YouTube, at the JO Show, one word, unedited. On Twitch, damn it, the JO Show, unedited, one word. Easy.
Man, I'm just happy to be here, man. Like, it's so much hate going on in the world. I don't know if it's the weather or whatnot, but godly, I was about to cuss, but godly, I'm just happy to be here with my brother. We do the thing every Monday and every Friday at 6 p.m. If not, we'll go ahead and let y'all know. But please make sure y'all subscribe. The shit is free.
Yeah,
It's
it's
free.
absolutely 100% free.
Yeah.
Hey, EP, I do have a mild moment.
Okay.
It's very mild. So I don't know if y'all noticed that the background has changed a little bit, but dog, it's hot outside, okay? It's my mild moment right now. It's hot. And I'm not complaining. I'm not one of those that be like, damn, it's too hot, and then damn, it's too cold. I'm not complaining. I appreciate it. But it was too hot for a boy. I had to last minute do some switching and changing and rearranging. Killer, what up, big dog? Hotter than fish grease, you feel me? And the studio just ain't all set up yet. it ain't built for these type of temperatures. And I had to
JL, I can hear
yo,
you. Go ahead.
okay, yeah. I had to relocate, man. It's hot as shit outside. And what was so messed up, this is why it's a mild moment for me, is because, I was spoiled because I was in the house all day. Now I knew it was hot, but I was in the house all day. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
off on Monday, so I'm chilling. And then, like around 3, I said, well, let me get out here and kind of see what's happening here and see what I can do in this stew. And dude, the studio was like, dog, get out of here. I swear
Yeah.
it spoke to me. It said, dog, no, not today. Like,
Yeah.
this ain't what you want, dog. So it is hot. I hope that people, if you had to work outside today, or if you are outside, I hope you was able to hydrate.
Yeah.
I hope you was able to find some cool spots. If you have AC, please make sure it has to run. It just, I know it's
Mhm.
high bills and all that shit, but the AC has to run when you have days like this. And
Or a
yeah,
fan. Or a fan.
or a fan. But I don't even know
Yeah.
how much a fan really works in this type of shit. Like, you're gonna need a fan in front of an AC. Like,
Yeah.
that's the way the fan gonna work. Like,
Mhm.
but yeah, I was pushing it close too, because I'm sitting there like when I first got in there. Although you would think when I first got in there, it was scorching, but it wasn't. It was
Right.
like it was hot, but it was like, all right. But then it just started ramping up as I was kind of figuring out the show and shit. I'm sweating bullets, and I'm just thinking. I was just sweating, thinking. Like I wasn't doing shit else, but just thinking of shit and sweating. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to take my bitch ass on this side, man. So yes, I'm in the building for today's show, and that is my mom moment. Please be safe out there if you are.
All I'm gonna say is you still at work. Yet
Sure.
I'm happy that yet this is not a mild moment, and you're not a bitch ass nigga. But the thing is, you just had to relocate. You had to go ahead and make sure you had some powder. And if you know, fellas, what powder mean in a hot day like this, that means you got to cool yourself down. You know what I mean? So, my man, you all right, J.O. That wasn't really a mild moment. I thought it was something serious. I had ripped my mouth for no reason.
It was light. It was just the fact that I had to relocate and
it
still was
very
able to do that in enough time to be ready for the tail. So I edited it.
Yeah, it was mild. Yeah.
Yeah. So finals are over. I guess shout out to the OKC Thunder. So my question would be, and if you are a basketball fan and if you really watch the finals, I caught Game 6 and Game 7, so I'm not gonna cap. Every other game I just kind of watched on YouTube. But if you are a fan, were you satisfied with these finals? Were you happy with these finals? And you can answer that too. Were you happy with these finals?
I'm going to say I'm mediocre, but I wish that our Cleveland Cavaliers would have been in there after what happened to Halliburton, and I wish him the best because he didn't have to come back, JL. You know, after straining your calf and you know your Achilles is attached to your calf in some kind of shape or form, that he didn't have to come back. And for him to try to do what he did and them being up at halftime, I was really interested in the game until the middle of the third quarter. Yeah. But overall, I'm going to say shout out to OKC. Can't take nothing away from them. But I was not interested in this NBA final. It wasn't marketed right, if it makes sense to you. You know what I mean? I just didn't feel the hype, towards that.
And I kind of agree with Killer on this one, solely because, like, okay, so if you look at it from this perspective, this is how I looked at it, and I'm gonna run off some shit for y'all because this is how I looked at this finals. Okay, so the OKC Thunder and the Pacers for the series, OKC scored 109 points per game, Pacers 106. 41.9 rebounds for the Thunder, 43 rebounds for Pacers. This is average per game per series. For the series. 17.6 in assists, 22.7 in assists for the Pacers. OKC had 10.7 steals, and the Pacers had 9.3. OKC had 5.9 blocks. And the Pacers had 5.7.
Pretty even.
13 turnovers to 18 turnovers. OKC had 13. Pacers had 18. Field goal percentage. OKC was at 43.8. And the Pacers shot at 45%. 3-point line. OKC shot 34.5%. And the Pacers shot 36.8%. Free throws, 82 for OKC, 75 for the Pacers. I say that, and you kind of said what I was going to say behind it. Like, it was a very, very even series.
Yeah.
And I would think in the basketball world, I heard people like, well, this wasn't an attractive finals. And I get that if we're looking at small markets or whatever, and just a young OKC team, which I thought was just, it wasn't their time, so to speak, but I don't want to take no credit away from them. And then a veteran team in Indiana who you would thought would have got over the hump. But
you said it.
All in all, up until Halliburton, I think I thought it was and again, I only watched Game 6 and Game 7, but from what I saw leading up to Game 6 and Game 7, and what I just read off, I think if you are a fan of basketball, that's what you would expect, right?
Yeah, but like you just said, you're a fan of basketball. You didn't watch the 6 and 7. The hype was not there. And you can't take nothing against OKC. They had the best record of the league, and they did what they had to do. I mean, Halliburton get hurt, game got to play on, and Indiana was up by 1 at halftime. So I was thinking that yet there was going to still be a sleeper of Indiana taking advantage. But then when I start seeing Turner hanging out at the 3-point line instead of going down low, no homo for y'all that do that and pause and all that shit. But he wasn't trying to be dominant at the cup.
Yeah.
It just took the spirit away from me. Like, I thought Indiana was going to be like, we got you, Halliburton.
So, Lim, and shout out to the boy Lim. I see you, big dog. What up, big dog? I got to give you a little clap in, bro. Yeah, what up, man? I appreciate you tuning in, man. So, you knew they had it. Did you think it was going to go 7, or did you have OKC winning it before 7, or, you just had them winning regardless? Because, like, matchup wise, not in matchup wise. I think in fanciness of the season wise, you would give it to the OKC. You know what I mean? But I thought even going back to last season, man, like Indiana, they play I hate to kind of say almost like a Cleveland mentality of just like hard nosed, everybody's involved type basketball, and it pushed them to a game 7.
Yeah, but they didn't show up for game 6, and that's where I got worried about OKC.
For sure.
Another thing is like I said, you got the Cleveland Cavaliers doing what they do, and then yet here it is crunch time and you don't do it. So that put a little strange on it, Jo, when watching last night in the middle of the third quarter. I had faith, but the marketing was not there. Like you just said, you ain't watched the 6 or 7, so obviously the other 5 games
But I knew. But if you say market, I knew the games were coming on, and I knew.
But I'm saying like you got the top with Shea Gildress, Alexander. That needs to be pumped up. You know what I mean? You got Halliburton out here doing this thing. That got to be pumped up where you already got your day set that I know this is what I'm going to do. Now, if it was LeBron James, you would have been seeing all kinds of commercials and pumped up for, game 7 and anything of that nature. They are trying to find the face of the league. Excuse me. I appreciate what's his name? I just said it. Alexander. Shea Gildress, Alexander. But the thing about it is, he came out to the ball. I thought they had him from with Carlisle. I thought they had him on lock. But when I'm saying you're not getting the ball to Siakam, you got a 7-footer not trying to dominate, and he's standing out shooting threes, it's over. So next year, I'm pretty pumped up. If the Cleveland Cavaliers make a move, you got Tatum hurt, you got Halliburton hurt, and you got other people hurt that with these Achilles that we should make a walkthrough.
So
to the finals.
3 players: Damian Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, and Tatum, all wore number 0, all tore their Achilles in this playoffs.
Yeah,
get off that number 0, man.
I'm not on that. I
think get off that number 0, man.
For Halliburton, I think he pushed himself to the limit.
Of course he did.
So he wouldn't get the criticism of you a punk, you ain't want to play, this and this and that. But I don't blame it on the number 0. I blame it on the shoes these niggas is wearing. J.O., when we hooped, we at least had some mids on. Where's these niggas trying to be Kobe wearing these lows? No ankle protectors, no nothing. So,
see,
I mean,
I honestly don't like. So, I got my ankles taped before every game.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I still didn't believe it would save me from an Achilles.
Right.
It was more of an ankle thing. Like you're trying to secure your ankles. So the whole low game with the shoes. I mean, unfortunately, that's the era we're in. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't want to like look like a basketball player. They want to look like a fashion show on the basketball court. And
Right.
you know, sometimes you pay that price.
Yeah.
Raul,
And
what up,
we
big
did.
dog? Raul, what it do?
Yeah, I'm back, Raul. I miss you all. Like I said, I was in North Carolina. If you didn't know, I had a comedy show out there. Had a great festivity time, but it's nothing like being back home, brother. So thank you. I miss you too.
Yeah, I mean, you segue into it. I mean, talk about it a little bit. Like, how did this opportunity come about for you? This is something you do frequently, like,
What you
or
say, JL? I can't hear you. You was breaking
so
up.
like elaborate. Like, is this like how did you get this gig, or like is this a gig you do?
No,
Like,
this is like more or less family function, but not family. So it's a lot of us that's from North Carolina in the family. On another side of the family, if you know Damon, you know he pops in here every now and then. His cousin used to be a motorcycle racer, so he has about 15 acres, and what he does is throw a show on for everybody in the community,
okay,
either
but
live bands and things like that. So this thing was boots to the ground. So he hired me to come out to North Carolina Friday night and took care of us, had a nice Airbnb out in the
yeah,
mountains, had the show on his property. They had the stage set up and everything was fun. Like it was just like being around family, man. It was no harm, no foul,
yeah,
love, and that's all I
yeah,
wanted to be around. So yeah, I
yeah. That's
appreciate
what's
you letting
up,
me
man.
plug that in.
Yeah, man, for sure,
Yeah. You know,
for
and,
sure.
and that's what I would encourage everybody, not to keep going about it, JL, but find a way out. And what I mean by find a way out, this is my moment. Find a way just to get away and just be at peace with yourself. I ain't really had to have the people that was with me around me, but hey, they ducked off. I stayed where I was at. You know, people want to go shopping, sightseeing. No, let me stay out here in the mountains where the deer is just walking in front of
Yeah,
you, you know, looking at the different type of birds and stupid shit. You know what I mean? But I was at peace.
yeah,
So just find some peace for yourself. But thank you, Raul. You know what I mean? I'm back. I'm happy to be back. I watched
yeah.
the show though, and I
That's
comment
what's
on
up.
it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm
Yeah,
glad you had
yeah,
a great show, man. I appreciate that. You sharing that. I mean,
yeah,
I always want to let people, you know what I mean, know what you be up to, man. Shit, you my boy. You
yeah,
my boy,
yeah,
bro. Shit.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, but Frank, though, I do think that practice does play a part. Um, I think in every sport nowadays, just because it's so light and so non-physical to where, you know, when you get in the game and you start going balls to the wall, you're not, you know, they say you practice how you play. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's
And
kind of true. So
if you just shooting around, that ain't gonna get it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell
So I'm
yeah.
with
So
you.
you know, I was again, I think the Halliburton thing was it was just a tough blow. We've all dealt with it as fans of our favorite teams, you know,
Yeah,
having momentum and then injuries. Like I said, man, like I said last week, man, injuries ain't shit.
yeah.
They
My
are.
question is, do people blame Halliburton like they say they blame Deshaun Watson? Injuries happen. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's just all about how you gonna bounce back. So unfortunately, the Cleveland Cavaliers have a night. All we got to worry about is the Knicks going into the next season, depending on what trades or what coach they find. But I just want to go ahead and say this, JR. And
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. What I was going to say is just to take away from it. My favorite thing, if y'all stop watching the NBA Finals by the third quarter, I watched Charleston White beat up one of the Island Boys. That shit was
Hey man,
hilarious.
that shit was insane.
Oh, you
Dude.
seen it, JR?
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Oh my God. When they said it was better fights outside of the ring.
Dude, right. Yeah, they was working outside the ring after the fight. Shit, just, a minute. What was it? 3 minute fights, 3 minute, 3 rounds,
Yeah.
and that shit lasted a round and a half, dude.
Oh
Like,
man. Just to see Charleston White out there gas, pop, pop, and
bruh,
still gassing.
gas. Probably kicked it last night. Then the night before, didn't do no training. Was just out
Not
there
trying.
looking about like a King of the Hill character. That shit was crazy, man. Like, yeah,
Hilarious.
that shit was crazy. Like, but hey, I believe what they got. What about shit? They got paid.
And
You know what I mean? Like shit. Yeah, hats off to them. Yeah, shout out to the white boy who put it on. You know what I mean? Shit, like shit was crazy though. Yeah, I was I was just couldn't believe it. You know, one of y'all put this shit on a Sunday. Like shit, he was trying to hope nobody saw me. That shit was insane, man. Oh, speaking of fights, so I think I mentioned this before, but Carnelo and Bud, um,
September.
they had the the little press conference or whatnot, and both sound pretty confident, man. Who you think gonna pull that off, man?
Well, me personally, and not just because he's black, I just feel like Terrence Crawford. I mean, I feel bad for the brother. He got blackballed all his career, and now that he's getting these big fights, it's kind of too late. And then it's like, who can he dominate to actually catch Floyd? You know, but I got Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, I heard yeah, and I'm a Canelo fan and I'm a Terrence Crawford fan. So I'm gonna give you a pick like the day of.
Okay.
Like right now, I'm just kind of like, damn, it should be a good fight.
Yeah, it will be.
And is Manny Pacquiao fighting again? Did I hear something?
I don't know. I seen that too. It
Like,
said Pacquiao, but it ain't showing.
yeah, like am I
So,
tripping? Somebody help me out, man. Cause I thought I heard some shit about Manny Pacquiao, and I'm like, all right,
and I'm glad you said that because I made a mistake and said Durant was going to the Knicks, and he ended up going to Houston. So
yeah, and man, like to lead into that. And first of all, let me just say this: we are streaming on multiple platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on Instagram. At Instagram, gotta hit that link that's in the bio at the Jail Show, one word unedited. Facebook and YouTube, the Jail Show, one word unedited. Twitch, you already know, damn it, one word, the Jail Show unedited. Yeah. So Kevin Durant goes to the Rockets, and for like a bunch of shit, like 2 players, draft picks and shit, and I'm trying to figure out who won.
I would say Houston, just because they got the front court of the bigs as guards, but they still not going nowhere.
Cause I'm like, aren't them all like shooting guards? Like didn't y'all just get a bunch? Like y'all already had a bunch of shooting guards, and then y'all bring in a bunch more, and then on the Rocket side, you give away two shooting guards, and you bring in one. And I'm trying. I don't know who won this. Like who won this? And you say Houston. I mean, I guess if you look at it in the long run, maybe if they do it, because I believe they got the 10th pick.
Right.
In this year's draft, and maybe I think the number 5 second or 5th and second. I'm not sure, but I know they got the 10th pick, and it's just like, so if they can do something with those picks, but I saw theirs for the long haul, and for Houston, I just didn't know how impactful it makes y'all right now, like with Kevin Durant, like. What did that do for y'all?
Right. Nothing.
Shit.
I just think that Houston won by having Durant. I don't know how long Durant's career is going to last, but at the same time, what they gave up, what they got, it really falls in the favor of Houston. Because neither one, to me, really got better besides having Durant.
Yeah. And I again, I don't even know how better they got with Durant. Like I'm trying to make sense of that and trying to figure out, like, you know, how do you declare a winner of this draft? But does it make you feel like the Cavs need to do something? I know that was a West thing, but like just in general with teams and making moves and trying to get your squad better, like where do you move if you're the Cavs? Because it's going to be tough for them to make any huge splash, but like you got to do something, right? Like
I make a huge splash. I say you go ahead and try to fight to get Giannis, and however that goes, because really, actually, Jo, there's nobody in the NBA Eastern Conference but the Cleveland Cavaliers in New York right now. So you splash Giannis on there, and yet now we looking like a straight walk to the come on now, Raul. We looking like straight to a walk to the finals.
I don't know though, because
Who
are
is
you?
the contender?
I still can't write off the Pacers just because of Halliburton's injury, because I think as a whole they're still a good team. Like, so I can't write them off completely. The
But
Knicks to
playoffs.
me,
Let's
the
not talk
Knicks
about
to
the
me,
regular season. Let's talk about playoffs. Where do you have Indiana in the playoffs without Halliburton?
well, let's just say Halliburton returns. I don't know. I don't know how long the injuries last, but let's just say 9 months. He's going to be out, and he returns at some point in the middle to back end of the season, and the Pacers are right there. Now I know you don't expect him to come in being the same old person, but you gotta kind of honor it because you don't know what he's coming into. I don't know, like, because regular season for me, I don't even count the shit no more because I've watched these same Cavs pretty much control the regular season for their own pace. It's been either top four or up is where y'all been at. So, but in the playoffs, I think if you can get somebody like Halliburton ready for the playoffs, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how hungry and thirsty he is to be wanting to come back. Jason Tatum, the same. I don't know how, like, these brothers gonna be hungry to get back at some type of form because they are high performance players. So I don't know. I guess if you factor in those injuries, then yeah, I think it helps your seeding.
Yeah.
And again, with the Cavs, who gives a shit? Because you had the number 1 seed and it wasn't enough. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just look at it in layman's terms and flip it on football. That I look at it as the Steelers lost their quarterback. Jackson is out, and Joe Burrows is out. So I'm looking at it as, hey, y'all can't do nothing but be number 1. So it's going to take some time. I don't know the time expectancy for Tatum. I don't know the time expectancy for Halliburton, but I still look at this Cavs team as making a move to dominate, just like OKC did throughout the league and playoffs. We'll be a number 1 seed. The rest of them will be 4 or 5. You know, I just don't. I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and you don't know. I mean, you know, the season just wrapped up. Everybody is on off-season duty right now. OKC is trying to figure out a way to celebrate with all these young kids on there. They couldn't even turn up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think they had beer in the locker room. They couldn't even crack a beer open. Like, and I think that's just what's crazy to me. Like, that's, you know, I thought if you did it statistically, then yeah, OKC were a better team. But I did think that Indiana was gonna push the envelope, and they did that. 7-game series. Although I'm just not shocked anymore when the NBA Finals go 7. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit who's in it.
Cavs fans, if you watch that game, not one person sat down unless they was in the front row. That's how we have to be. The whole game, those fans stood up. Well, at least until I watched the Charleston White fight. They wasn't sitting down. And that's called real loyalty and support. You know what I mean?
Baba, what up, big dog? I see you, man. Appreciate you, Rob. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know what the Cavs could do to make them better. I don't know. I just don't. Maybe because I don't see them being able to make. I mean, that Giannis shit. Like, I just see a lot being asked because I believe Giannis is still in contract. I don't think he's a free agent.
However, he won't out of where he is.
Of course.
If we could sleep up and get a sneaker, a sleeper rather, that would help us with longevity within at least the next 4 or 5 years.
I mean, yes. Does he change the game? Yeah, he do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Hey, Kobe Altman, what up, big dog? Bible say drop Garland. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't
And I
know.
don't really want to drop Garland because he the only one to play defense. He the only one to get physical. Everybody else feel like they finesse. So it's up in the air. It's a long season, a long off season to make some transactions to make it work for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's out there for you, just if they want to do it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we shall see. Like again, everybody got off the season adjustments to make. Everybody got to figure some shit out. And I hope that the Cavs are figuring out things. Because again, if you watch that series, I do believe that the Cavs could have beat OKC. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not just being biased. Like, I do believe that
Yeah.
the Cavs had enough to beat OKC, and it was just, wishful thinking. You feel me? Wishful thinking. But he does get. I mean, so okay. If you have any argument with Darius, he gets hurt in the most critical moments. Like, and again, you can't predict injuries, and you can't you can't fault a player for injuries, but teams and organizations look at that. Like, he's a great player, but he can't stay on the court when it's necessary. And that would be my only argument about Garland, but
Okay.
I don't know what you LaMelo, like, yeah.
I'm not even gonna respond to that.
Not for Garland though. Maybe I don't know. I don't even know for who. Like, I don't know. And LaMelo nice. I ain't gonna cap. The boy is nice. And he's longer than Garland. So I mean, I get the argument. I do. But yeah, that's a tough argument. Tough.
I mean, he'll fuck up the transaction. So LaMelo, no.
Yeah, trying to get that big baller brand out of here, baby. But right, that's the argument. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'll say he's longer, and because he do get buckets too, and I get that. This would be
But
you would have to really sell that thing.
But you got to look at the dynamic of the Cleveland Cavaliers. It ain't about the size; it's about the way the system is run. And Garland has did a good job. Garland comes out and plays defense and get called for bullshit fouls. Now, LaMelo, he too soft. I don't want to see a nigga shooting when I already got Spider and now we just now, if we do keep him, your boy Mobley shooting outside. So I like how Garland get to the cup. I like how he feeds. Melo ain't on that shit. Melo like, nigga, my game is out here, shoot, dump off a little bit, but I'm more or less looking to be finesse. Keep him in Charlotte. I'm cool.
Yeah. But again, the small backcourt has been an issue. I mean, I even had it.
Step up.
I even had issues with the smaller backcourt at times, and I thought in that Indiana series that was the difference. Yeah. Like, our backcourt was just small, and I don't know, but yeah, again, you have to sell me hard on LaMelo for Garland. But I do get the argument. I do get one's argument, so I get it. The Browns, man. So I think they're wrapping up a mandatory minicamp, and I heard somebody, I don't know his name, and I wish I did because I don't want to steal his shit, but he made a great statement. He said, like, the Browns finished up regular season, and now it's getting ready to get some extra credit and go into summer school. And I thought that was a great way to put it, because now you starting to get ready. Like, we're in the end of June, got July. You know what I mean? You got training camp coming up and shit. So, how do you feel, man? Last
feel
season,
like
I'm sorry, but like last season is completely over with. Like it's over. So, how do you feel, man? Going
I
into
would
this season?
ask you that because I feel like is Shador showing signs that he want to get out of Cleveland, getting cited twice.
Mm.
One was just a warning.
Yeah,
The
not
other one,
showing up.
how we citing you. Um, I for the Browns, I feel very confident, but I just don't. It's a touchy situation. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know how Miles. I don't know what this linebacker core. I don't know what this quarterback core. What's going to happen? But they in the right position, and like you said, they ended it on a good note to go forward with this team. Now, me, I'm just going to keep Gabriel and Shador. You know, I just don't know what it's the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what they're gonna do. I just don't know.
Well, I'm not concerned about Pittsburgh. You know,
Me neither.
thanks for grabbing Aaron Rodgers, and we gonna make sure he's well introduced to the
And
AFC North.
Miles Garrett makes Aaron Rodgers
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't niggas just sticking around for a paycheck. I don't see anything on Pittsburgh side. I don't have any fear. You know, if that's the best way to put it. But for the Cleveland Browns, I want them to get Shador a driver. I want him to stay in Cleveland, and I want Dylan Gabriel, even though he tried to put some shade, like you see this nigga getting in trouble, I'm not, to just get this shit off.
So, like, is it just easy for people to say 3-14, 5-17? Like, is it just easy to say because that's what it is? Because, like,
That record,
like so B said they're gonna either go 3-14, the Browns, or 5-17, or 5-12. Excuse me. And I'm like, well, like, is it just? And again, I'm not speaking directly to that comment because he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Bobo, I'm going to make sure this is known. Like, you're not a Browns fan, so, or you're a Cleveland supporter at times, or whatever you call yourself, but you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan to me. So, but I'm saying people in general, even like shit, Raul, you don't believe a good season. Most people that I ask don't see it, and I'm just like, well, is it just easy at this point to just say that shit about the Browns? Like, we're not, the expectations is just,
it's your fault, JR.
my fault. All shit.
When we have a good season, we have two bad ones. So they going off of you. Me personally, I think this is a new regime to be able to build. I do see over 6 games, but
Me too.
I don't look at us going to no Super Bowl off of this squad. If they do, that's shocking. But I actually have to agree with you. At the point of Andrew Berry and where he stands at this point, he's standing on business. And he wants to make sure I'm leaving every position open for us to go ahead. I'm just waiting for them to get ready. What is his name? Cedric Wills. So, yet we could get that offensive line beefed up. We could get younger.
He was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name was the starting left tackle? DeJuan Jones.
Yeah. So, like I said.
Yeah. And that's fair. I mean, I just I think expectations is one thing, but it's just like even when the Browns won 11 games, people still say in the beginning of the season it was gonna be 3-4 wins. It's like it's just typical to say that shit. Like,
it's just easy to say it, man. It's just easy to say. It's like if you get a bad bitch, excuse me, ladies, no disrespect. If you get a fine ass woman, it's gonna always be the nigga that say they ain't gonna last no more than 3 to 5 months. So, you know.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. That's a great one, EP. Welcome back, big dog. That's a great one. Yeah, it's gonna always be somebody with the negativity, no matter what the fuck, and that's in every aspect of life. And that was well put, bro. Yeah.
There's gonna always be people that's gonna have their expectations of what's gonna happen, but when reality do, they fade away. So
Yeah, yeah. And again, for me, I come well. I was going to say I come into every season, uh, optimistic.
yeah,
And for this season, I don't think it's optimism. I just think that whatever happens, happen.
yeah. I mean,
Because
Browns.
again, I understand where they are. Like as a player and a fan, I understand where they are. So
Yeah,
like, I'm not going to discredit them and say 3-4 win. I'm just not going. I'm just not going to do that.
I'm
I
not
know it
even.
happened last season. I know it can happen again. But every season, I don't discredit them that low. Um, I think 7-8 wins.
I'm fine.
Like that's where I see this, especially seeing it the way we all see it going. Right, Joe
Yeah,
Flacco starts, then
Shador.
someone comes in, and then once whoever comes in, it's gonna be like
Right.
this. But as long as I see the upward trajectory more than going down, then yeah, I don't know what to say about this season.
Well, the only person that should have a problem about expectations is Miles Garrett, because you're the only one that fooled us to say I ain't gonna stick around for a rebuilding. If we go 8-8, I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? Or 9-7, I'm fine with that. But I'm not gonna put any expectations off of paper until I see the schemes and I see how we're trying to run this team to the different direction. Cleveland got a lot of big ups right now. We got Shador. We got the Cavs coming back. We got the Indians. I mean, well, the Guardians, if you want to call them. They're still in the hunt.
Yeah, always like
I mean, I
yeah,
don't have any expectations. I just want to see production.
yep. And I want to pray that we get through an entire training camp with the least amount of injuries as possible. Because it's funny because how they change practice, you would think that the injuries are low, but people be coming up short in practice and on some like season ending type shit. And just seeing where we were with JLK, and I wanted to clear that up too with JLK. Because we were talking about the pumpkin heads the other of the show, and we were saying that like those don't protect you, and someone had mentioned JLK, and I'm like, well, I don't know how much of that was the cause of his injury, and it wasn't. Although the pumpkin head is supposed to protect you from concussions, and although JLK did throw his head, and it was the Derrick Henry injury when he tried to tackle Henry, and he hit him head to shoulder,
Right.
and the shit, you see his neck jam. So like,
Yeah.
in that regard, the pumpkin head isn't to protect your neck; it's to protect you from concussions. So just wanted to clear that up because yeah, JLK was definitely a neck injury, although the way it looked, you would have thought it was a concussion, but no, it was definitely a neck injury. But yeah, I
I
just
just look at the Browns last. They're faster. They're younger with leadership. You know,
and a
and
bunch of
that's
unknowns.
curious that I'm not even getting into the Brown season yet. You know what I mean? Till I see a final roster, till I see game one, then that's when I'll be like, okay, I see what y'all trying to do. But at the same time, unlike Miles Garrett, this is a rebuilding season.
Yeah,
Let's just
I,
be
I hope he knows it.
yeah, let's just be honest.
I hope he knows it.
Yeah, he know it now after he
Yeah,
got that money.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, I know again we're not diving wholeheartedly into the Browns, but every now and again I just want to check people's temperature as we start getting closer and closer. Before we get into these got to pick ones like we do at the end of the show, I would like to send my condolences to the what was it the the officer who was training and lost his life in the training. Cortez Smith. He was a 29-year-old. and he was coming up on like I believe like the last couple of days of training to become a Cleveland police officer, and just tragically lost his life. So want to send the condolences out to his family again. That's recruit Cortez Smith. Prayers to you and your family, man. You know, it's wild because I want to know like what is the training like, and what do you guys check for before you start putting these people through these basic trainings or whatever, you know? And that's a fact. But like what do you teach these people when they're coming in, and then you know how do you test them to be able to give them these training courses? And again, I don't know what happened. I know, you know, from where they were, he was transported and then later on succumbed to his injury or whatnot. But it's just, you know, you want people to be able to protect and serve, and you want your cities to feel safe, and you bring these people in to, you know, do a job. And it's just unfortunate that that happened. And a lot of prayers been going out from different police departments. So, you know, because again, they're all under one umbrella, and all of them ain't bad. So definitely want to just send that condolence out to that guy and his family. And you
Absolutely.
know, just again, love your family, man. Love them, because you just never know.
Yeah,
You just
like I
never
watched
know, man.
this the other day that say you might put your socks on, but somebody else may take them off.
Mm,
So that I
mm,
mean, needless to say, that doesn't have anything to do with the tragedy of this young man. But prayers do go out from the JL show unedited to his family. And I wish the government as well as the city would take the time and investigate what goes on and get these dirty cops out there, because it's really bad when yet you really got some good people out here trying to serve the community. Like I said, you took the oath.
yeah,
So be real with that oath. Don't feel like you in power. You're not.
yeah,
You're there for
yeah,
the
for sure, for sure. But listen, man, like we always do at the end of the show, we get into something we like to call gotta pick ones. And been getting great reviews about those. And I want to kind of continue to push forward with these as we continue to push forward in this show. Um,
what do you mean?
yeah,
This is the show. You
yeah.
gotta pick one.
Man, yeah, Raul, I'm through with you, man. Appreciate you, but I'm through with you. So, like we always do, man. And listen, although I'm giving them to EP, I'm speaking to y'all as well. If you're watching right now, please, man, chime in. Let me know what you think. If you're watching later, still chime in. You know me. I'm gonna come back and holler at you. You feel
Yeah.
me? So, without further ado, man, let's get into these gotta pick ones. Hey, hey. Oh, I'm gonna get this shit out the way because I'm tired of it. Jim Jones or Nas?
Get off of here.
Jim Jones or Nas, big dog.
Hey, I'm out of here.
Dog, I could not believe that this dude. Listen, I believe in my
You made that a pick one.
bro. I had to because it was the funniest shit to hear. Like, dude, really like made that comment. I mean, to a certain extent, like I'm more influential, or I'm better, or some shit. I'm just like, well, of course, without question, like without question, is Nas. I just was confused by, you know, Jim Jones. Well, listen, man, Jim Jones, your monthly Spotify listeners is 8,060. Nas's 9.2 million. 9.2 million.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
boy,
going with Bible.
and he spiked the shit out of it too, Raul. Like, I'm confused. Then, net worth. About 10 million for Jim Jones. We're gonna give Nas about 80 of them things. Singles released. You've released 47 singles, Jim Jones. Nas have released 80 plus singles. Billboard hot entries. Jim Jones, you got 2. Nas have more than 15 plus. Platinum albums. is where it took me out. Like platinum albums to me was like, well, you lost right there. You have 0, Jim. You have not one platinum album, and Nas has 8 of them. So I get it. We live in a world with clickbait, and you got me. Yeah, Raul, again, you got me because I was just like, dude, you can't possibly think that. Like, you just can't. I don't know what happened between you and Dipset and Cam and all the shit you've been going through, Jim, but dude, that wasn't even. It was just unrealistic that you said that shit, and
Going with Nas. That's it.
people lit your ass up for that, as they should. But yeah, I just thought it was funny. I had to get it out the way. I just wanted to do something stupid. So on to the next one. hey. All right, so who wins in a 4x1 relay? Jodeci or 112? Oh shit! Yeah, you got the 4x1.
I'm trying to be serious, man.
Yo, E, what up, big dog? What up, big dog? Appreciate you, man. Oh shit! Who you got the 4x1 relay with? I can't breathe, dog. Whoa, shit.
What made you come up with that? That is beautiful.
Dog.
I'm going to go with 112.
112.
Just because they got Cupid.
This way. Oh, shit. I'm going, look, I'm going Jodeci. I thought KC was a little bit on the he did a little extracurricular activities and you ain't catching them. So if you putting KC at the end, shit. He the anchor? Yeah. I'm going Jodeci all day. Ooh,
I'm just trying to be respectful. I'm gonna go with
Can you just imagine if niggas get ready to do a 4x1, bro? There's 4 members in the group. 4x1. Let's go. Hey man, insane. I said, who will win that? You know what? I'm going with Jodeci.
Oh man.
You going what 12? That's what's up. Oh shit, man. On to the next one. Hey. Oh shit. Hey man. Trying to get my life. Oh shit. Hey dude, that is insane. Whew. All right.
Raul got Lizzo.
Yeah, that's what's up. So who you got catering your event, man? Martha Stewart or Paula Deen?
Neither one.
Explain why.
My reason why. Paula gonna call somebody a nigga. And Martha Stewart, no matter how famous she is, one, I can't afford either one of them. And two, Martha Stewart food look like it's bland unless Snoop Dogg around.
That's what I'm saying, dog. I'm going with Martha. She ain't with Snoop. She putting them real ingredients in it. She putting seasonings in that, dog. She using Lowry's and marijuana infused. Yes, she's definitely doing the marijuana infused and some Lowry's, bro.
Yeah, I can't afford either one. So I'm gonna say both. Cause I want Paula to call somebody a nigga. And I want Martha Stewart to infuse some shit.
Facts. Shit to say. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Cause I believe Paula Deen slipped up because she makes food for us. And she just had a moment like, this thing right. This shit ticket right. Nigga, this shit right here, nigga.
She hang with more niggas than Martha do.
Yeah, but I don't know though. I think Martha hang with more like
JL, she only hang
black
with
people. Like she
Paul.
hang with black people with a sprinkle of some niggas. Like I
Right.
think Paula
That's
got them
what I'm
niggas
saying.
around and like yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My point is, if you ain't got 40 plus, you ain't gonna get nothing from Martha.
That is funny as shit.
But
Yeah,
Paula gonna tell you, hey, this nigga keep on asking for second, third,
right. You
fourth.
got to watch this nigga.
Hey, you know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm going with Paula.
Yeah,
I'm fucking
that's
with
what's
Paula.
up. I think I'm still going with Martha just because I know she's gonna put that thing in there for me, and I like a little marijuana infused and shit. So give me the steak with the marijuana bites in it. I appreciate it. Hey, that is hilarious, dog. On to the next one. Hey, hey. All right, you got one phone call. Who you calling? A family member or your best friend?
JL, just because I love the kids and I understand my daughter, I'm calling my daughter. And then tell her to get on three-way with my mom.
Yeah, you have to beat. You know, you got to get the system. Once you get in there, you got to beat the system a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm going family member too, and no disrespect to my friends, but I got a bunch of friends that I know that I can call and be like, and they gonna be there. But like, if I only got one, yeah,
Yeah. When it comes to your friends, though, JL, you can call them and they like, yeah, I understand. When you call your loved one or your daughter, they like, no, we got you. We really understand. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
I don't want to call my friend off of one call, either in jail or out of jail, and be like, I need some books on my shit. I'm doing more like, hey, y'all know what it is. So I'm calling family. I'm calling family.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And just to backtrack, so Babo went with he said Martha to hit him with some shit. So I dig it. Raul, you saying you can call your homie because they can keep secrets. Like that's a good homie because some of them can't do that neither. So you know what I mean? You gotta be, yeah. And that's what's up. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
harder.
yeah. So he just trying to tell somebody. That's insane. Like, yeah, look, man, I'm going down, man. Don't tell nobody shit. Yeah, this is what happened. Hey, that's what's up, man. On to the next one. Hey, hey. Pineapple Express or How High?
First of all, I'm gonna put a pause on both of those. I can't get over this goddamn relay race, nigga. Like what? Like I can't imagine KC. Oh yeah.
Yeah, running the anchor though, baby.
Like,
You ain't catching him, man.
you ain't catching no crackhead. I'm gonna go ahead and go with How High.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was tough for me because Pineapple Express was my shit, and I remember sneaking into the. I don't know if I snuck in or what the fuck happened, but I know it was me and Killer, and maybe the Bible. I think we all went to see Pineapple Express, and I'm talking about a dog died in the movie theater, like like died in the theater, dog. And but yeah, How High more relatable for your boy. So like it was like I'm definitely going How High, but Pineapple Express was like right there, right there, right there, man. Two classic movies.
I'm going with How High just because you know how you watch shit with kids and you don't think they know what's going on. And when the Asian kid threw up, that had my son laughing, and he's a pothead now. So
yeah,
go with that, and then with the Asian kid said, "I have 2 inches of hard dick for you." That now Pineapple Express was just some dumb shit. A 26-year-old dating an 18-year-old, like
that shit was insane.
Give me a second, JL.
Oh shit, dude was like, "Ooh, is that some drugs?" And look, Pineapple Express was hilarious to me, but yeah, it was that's a tough, close one. But I'm just going How High on the relatability factor, and I think I think more. That's what's up, Eli. I think more. I think more like memorable quotes came out of Ha Ha as well for me. So yeah, definitely going Ha Ha for that. Yeah, man. As always, I appreciate all y'all chiming in, man, rocking out with us, trying to get through these gotta pick ones, man. I know, Bible. Like, god damn it. Like, I know, man, but shit, like, yeah. That movie was insane, man.
How high
Yeah.
though? I mean, Jo, you got a shell, you got some weed,
Right.
and then the fact that we used the smart nigga that passed away and used ashes.
Yeah. Yeah. And when he left him in the bathroom and shit, he thought he was gone.
Yeah,
Like, why you telling we ain't studied, man? He's like, shit.
I'm going
Yeah.
how high. All
Definitely
day.
going how high as well, man. On to the next one. Hey. Who's a better vocalist? Jennifer Hudson or Fantasia?
Well, neither one of them can read.
I didn't ask who's a better reader.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we didn't get into their personal business.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah. Jennifer Hudson got a whole talk show. She can read. She can read a little bit.
Earpiece.
She got to be able to read
going-
cue cards or something.
Okay.
Like, you know.
I'm going Jennifer Hudson. And I love Fantasia. But I'm going with Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah. Yeah, again, that was another one. Yeah.
And I love Fantasia. I'm just gonna go with Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, I'm going with Jennifer Hudson too.
She lost weight. You know, I'm going with yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
Bob. I'm going with Jennifer.
Yeah, I'm going Jennifer Hudson as well. Close one again for me. I think gospel-y Fantasia would take that, but just what they call it, secular music, or the devil's music, like that music, I'm gonna definitely give it to Jennifer Hudson. She just bailed out bigger notes. And Clay Aiken, that is hilarious, Raul. I know you always give it to us. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I think Jennifer Hudson, yep, on the vocal side, we'll give it to her. On to the next one. Hey. All right, so who wins head up? And this is in football. Who wins in the head up battle? Brian Urlacher or Mike Allstott?
They're two different positions.
Right. So they're going to head up. You got a linebacker against a running back. Who wins?
I can't pick. They're two crazy white boys. I mean, I mean, those the white boys you don't want to see in a fight because no matter if you knock them out, they coming back either way.
Yeah. The good old boys. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to take Mike Allstott just because he had a family member that's from Cleveland, the little kid that used to play for St. Ignatius. I'm going Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if they met in the hole, man, I think Brian I think Brian might get this one, man.
My opinion. I'm straight stick with Cleveland.
No doubt. I'm going Brian on this one, man. I'm gonna stay on the defensive side of the ball, even though I'm an offensive minded person. But I think if you put them two in the hole, man, I think Brian gonna show up and show out on that boy.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Last one, I got Allstott. Best out of three, I got Allstott.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah.
I'm still just picturing Jodeci in a ring. So I'm off. I'm just
shit.
Like
all right, man. Look. Last one, man. On to the next one. Hey. Who wins in a fist fight? Smokey or Day Day?
Day
Day.
Yeah, Smokey gonna run.
I think Day Day gonna run too. He look for Q. He gonna look for Craig.
But look, let's just say they both hit each other and run.
Yeah. Yeah. They go hit him with the open.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because they were both lightweight suckers, so it's like
Yeah.
if they had a square up there, who you going with? And they both had, I think, I don't know, because they both had Craig in their life at some point to show them how to fight. But yeah, Smoke Dog, baby. Yeah. I don't know. I see Day Day running from Baby D. I see and then like with Smokey and Debo, I didn't think the Smoke was gonna have no smoke for Debo anyway. So it's both suckers, but like if I had to pick, like that was a tough one for me. Like if I had to pick one though, I don't know, I'd give it to Smoke Dog, man.
Really?
Yeah. I think Smoke Dog might have maybe one more punch than Day Day or so, but I don't know.
I'm only going with Day Day because he had motherfucking anger issues. You know, Day Day would just pop off with some anger shit. So
oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna stick with Day Day.
Oh yeah, he did whoop little Chris ass with that belt though, didn't he? He couldn't wait to catch that little motherfucker. Yeah. That's what's up. Well, man, that was another edition of Gotta Pick Ones, man. Appreciate y'all chiming in with the boy, man. Appreciate it as always. Hey, look, man. As we always say, man, Eve. Another one, man. Another one.
I tell y'all, make sure y'all subscribe. Keep in mind, we will be back on Friday. Let a friend know. Let anybody know. We just two brothers trying to do something positive in a way to help your day. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, but I still can't get over there. Like I would actually sit on motherfucking pay-per-view to watch that shit, like the verses.
Yeah, right, like a versus. Like
it was so clever because of the fact they all the same age. You know what I mean? So
all the same age, all got the same type of build, and it's 4 of them. Yeah. So like, yeah, who wins that 4 by what, man? And if y'all watch this after the fact, man, make sure y'all leave y'all answers to these questions. Again, I always go back and I always mention it and interact, man. Bobble, appreciate you as always, big dog. You already know, man. Thank you as always, man. Again, man, we thank everybody. If you made it this far, first of all, if you make it this far, man, double fucking thank you. Thank you. If you watch later, if you are a subscriber, man, thank you. Thanks, big dog. Appreciate you. If you are a subscriber, if you like the show, if you share the show, if you leave your comments, if you have any interaction with the show, if you tell somebody about it, yo, thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it. Like EP said, man, we are two Black individuals, man, that are doing something positive and something constructive and bringing something to y'all every Monday and Friday, 6 p.m. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, all at the Jail Show, one word, unedited Twitch game. Listen, I don't know. I just feel like Twitch wants your whole life. And unfortunately, Twitch, I can't give it to y'all just yet. Unless you're going to start paying me, then there's nothing I can do about giving you my entire life. But Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, all you guys, TikTok, thank y'all for allowing me to be a part of your platform. And again, allowing me and EP to come into your living rooms, your cars, your radios, wherever you tune in, man, every Monday and Friday. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Definitely. Yeah. And as always, man, look, love wins.
Love always.
EP says it all the time.
Yes, sir.
Ouch. I think that was probably one of the greatest things he said on this show thus far. I was playing. Said a lot of shit, but that one sticks, and it's gonna remain a part of this show, man. So I'm your boy Jo, man. That's your boy EP. This is the Jo Show Unedited. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're not subscribed, open the notifications, share it. It's absolutely free, man. And as I always say, if you see this and you hear this, your shoulder's gonna roll. You are a hater, Raul. Appreciate you as always, big dog. Get that shoulder rolling for me.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, handle yours. Cause the topics I discuss opens doors like open pores. My mission have you wanting more, and this is for people all across the board. So if you're sick of the same old statistics from talking heads with their old style of logistics, I suggest that you just let go and give a listen to the J.O. Show.
Yep, and then that shoulder. Hey, look, if your shoulders don't roll when you see this, if your shoulders don't roll when you hear this, you are a hater. You are a hater. That's the that's the hater. Hate hater. Don't be one, man. Every Monday, every Friday, 6 p.m., man. Tune in. We're live. You feel me?
It's Cleveland.
216. Clifton Heights, stand up, man.